Greetings and welcome to week 4 of the message series called To Be Shepherds. As we've looked over these past couple of weeks, we've tried to understand something of what it means to be a shepherd today, not the old model of shepherd, which was a bishop or a priest, but rather each one of us, because of our baptismal vocation, are invited, called, have a mission to meet people where they are and to encourage them to come into a relationship with Jesus. We saw how in the very beginning of the gospel story, when John the Baptist pointed out Jesus to his disciples, it was Andrew who went away and spent time with Jesus to listen, to know, and then later to belong. And we know that he came back the next day and said to his brother Simon, "We've found the Messiah, come and see." It's the energy that we need to put into what we're doing about reaching out to others in our community. Are we simply sitting and waiting for God to provide new people to belong to our community? Or are we actively encouraging them to enter into a relationship with Jesus? One way we're looking to do that is to use the Alpha program or series or process or whatever we want to call it, to invite people into a shallow end kind of understanding, to simply come and learn something about Jesus and form a relationship with him. We heard last week in the gospel passage where Jesus saw the crowd, and because they looked like sheep without a shepherd, he felt pity for them. But he wanted them to know that he cared about them. He wanted them to know that just because they were lost, they weren't left alone. And so in the miracle of the feeding of the 5,000, we see today how Jesus invites them to know that this isn't just food to satisfy their hunger, but in the next couple of weeks, we'll see how he leads them to know that he is the bread of life, that he is the one who will bring them hope and life and encouragement. As we heard in our first reading today in the book of Kings, Elisha fed the 100 people with just a small amount of food. It's not the amount that matters, it's the trust that God will use what we've got and make of it something great, because his boundless and merciful love will overcome all challenges. Are we prepared to accept that? Are we willing to say yes to what he is asking of us? I'd like to hope we are. I'd like to hope that we truly will reach out and allow God to touch not only our lives, but the lives of others, because then and only then will we be called to be shepherds, living as God wants us to live. Take care, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you next time on my Wednesday ramblings.